when the saints go marching in.
Vox Fidei brings you into the inner life of the Word made flesh. Father Chris guides us in the lives of the saints in Saintly series.
Welcome. It's Saintly series. Today, 13th of August, we celebrate Saint Pontianus and Saint Hippolytus. They were both martyrs. Saint Pontianus was a Roman who was Pope for 5 years, from 230 to 235 AD. His reign was during the time of the Emperor Severus Alexander, an emperor who was very tolerant with Christians. But the emperor who came after him, Maximus Thrax, overturned all the tolerant decisions of his predecessor. It was at this time that Pope Pontianus was banished to the mines in the island of Sardinia. As Pope, he resigned his office, making him the first Pope in history to resign. This ended a schism that had existed for about 18 years. Saint Hippolytus, on the other hand, whose name means a horse turned loose, was a priest in Rome and a great theologian, very renowned. He was a disciple of Saint Irenaeus. Saint Jerome referred to him as the most holy and eloquent man of his time. At first, Saint Hippolytus was known for his rigorous attitude towards the church, unafraid of challenging and censoring even the popes. He would criticize Pope Zephyrinus for not being prompt in dictating and denouncing heresy, like the heresy of the Trinitarian modalism, which was an assertion that the three persons of the Blessed Trinity were merely modes of one same God. And also the heresy of Patripassianism, that God the Father suffered on the cross. Hippolytus taught a doctrine that was close to subordinationism, that the Son and the Spirit were subordinate to the Father. He was an orthodox to the point of regarding the church as being made up of exclusively holy, just, and sinless people. He was very eloquent and overzealous. He would criticize and attack popes for being liberal, especially on people who defected in the faith. He was considered a very holy man. He became very popular and created a schism in the church. His followers now elected him pope. This made him an anti-pope. In 235 AD, he was banished to the mines of Sardinia by Maximus the emperor. There in Sardinia, he shared his exile with Pope Pontianus, and they both suffered torture and exhaustion. In the pain and desolation of his exile, he learned humility and acknowledged his excesses. He asked forgiveness from Pontianus and also from the church, and got reconciled with the church and Pontianus. Pontianus and Hippolytus died for the faith after harsh treatment and exhaustion in the mines of Sardinia. One, Pontianus, had been pope for 5 years, and the other, Hippolytus, was anti-pope for 18 years, and they both died reconciled. Saint Anterus was then elected pope, and his martyrdom was followed with the election of Pope Fabian, who later became a saint too. Fabian, through 236 to 250 AD, brought the remains of Hippolytus and Pontianus to Rome and gave them solemn burial. Hippolytus was buried in the cemetery at Via Tributina, and Pontianus in the crypt of St. Callistus. St. Pontianus and Hippolytus were vehement rivals, but they reconciled with each other before they met their death, after suffering terribly at the mines in Sardinia. It is beautiful that Pope Pontianus shared in the martyrdom of Hippolytus, as they both bore witness to Christ by their blood. God indeed moves in mysterious ways. The date of canonization is pre-congregation. The color of the day is red. What we offer the saints is veneration. God bless you. I am Father Chris, Vox Fidei.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Vox Fidei, God is in charge.